Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's me. This is not a mirage. A video came this quickly after another one. It's called being unemployed. Ever heard of it, sweetie? Anyway, we'll do a video on that one, but I wanted something fun in the meantime. Excuse me, I might be eating a nectarine in between this video, but today I am sharing with you something that gets me so pumped up, maybe even a little bit more than makeup these days, and that is vintage clothing. So I wanted to preface before anything, I mean, you guys know this, I've always liked vintage, super big into secondhand clothes. I do not buy anything new, sometimes the occasional shoe, and then of course the undergarments, and really only underwear, because I'm down for a good vintage bra when I feel inspired to wear a bra at all whatsoever. So I quickly wanted to mention I'm really into the history of fashion, everything like that, especially as of late. And I may have already mentioned it, but if I didn't, listen to the podcast called Dressed. You will learn so much. I mean, mind you, it goes a little bit further back than the decades that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, but still very exciting, very informative, and a podcast that I've been listening to non-stop. So I have some accessories, of a pair of shoes, got a lot of cool clothes, but let's start with what I am wearing. And also this is a true vintage haul. For the most part, there is a little sprinkle of just secondhand clothing in there as well, so excuse that. So I also wanted to use this as an opportunity to share some of my most favorite shops with you guys, to support them and check them out because they're amazing. So let's start with what I have on right now. The dress is crazy. You guys can't even see, I'm obsessed with this dress. It is from none other than Wide Awake Vintage. You will see quite a few pieces sprinkled in here from the lovely Michelle of Wide Awake Vintage. She is based out of Texas. Probably my favorite seller in all of vintage land, just from the way she communicates with you. She's so kind. Her personal style is, I mean, just perfection. Her collection is amazing. Very fair prices, I believe, as well, and just really great options to choose from. So please check her out, Wide Awake Vintage. That is both on Instagram and on Etsy. She's so good. I love looking at her feed. I'm gonna toss up a couple pictures here. Michelle, you're a doll. Thank you so much for this dress. So this dress is an amazing 1940s freaking lime green zebra print with hot pink zebra print novelty pattern on here. How gorgeous is it? I mean, it fits just right. It has a room up top, but not a ton where it just doesn't fit. Draping is amazing. Pockets are so good. It has little belt loops on here too if I feel so inspired. I feel like $1 billion in this dress, Michelle. Thank you so much. It is so special. I probably am gonna wear it to death though, regardless of it being very special. And when I ordered this dress, Michelle was so kind to throw in the cutest charm bracelet in the world, and it's matching green, which I really appreciate. And I'm not a big bracelet person just because I have such a small wrist, but this one is actually quite small and just makes noise and has a lot going on, and I am nothing if not a gaudy woman. So I really love and appreciate this. Really looking forward to wearing it. I was gonna wear it today, but I talked with the hand so much that I didn't want it to be overly distracting. So thank you so much, Michelle. We're getting into more finds from Michelle. What do you guys think? Clothing, accessories first? I think I'm gonna do accessories. Staying on the Michelle train, I have some jewelry from Michelle. aka Wide Awake Vintage. So we have like the same exact taste in jewelry. Every time she has something on, I'm like, what is that though? And I picked this up from her. It's this gorgeous, maybe 1920s, 1930s, solid blue crystal necklace. There's a couple knots in the chain which aren't really noticeable when you're wearing it, and it is, of course, something could be easily replaced, but it refracts the light so pretty and layers well with a lot, which is why I really enjoy this piece. Has a great weight to it as well. And one of my favorite pieces in the haul, besides the dress, you guys know I'm really big into mourning jewelry, a Victorian tradition of creating jewelry or sentimental keepsakes out of human hair. So this was a little wounded bird that I picked up from Michelle, completely made out of hair, gorgeous like links. They made links out of it, and then a little dangling basket at the end. It's so cute. Now this is a little bit wounded because it looked like it was missing some links. So just to make it fit my neck properly, all I did was add some additional ones here. Did I do a great job at it? No, but it gives that little bit of extra length. It still isn't super noticeable, but that basket is just the sweetest thing in the entire world. And this makes my second piece of morning jewelry. So thank you again, Michelle. I'm obsessed with morning jewelry and I couldn't have asked for something more adorable, to be quite honest with you. Finally, well, not finally, something I picked up from the flea market. Beautiful 1920s, maybe 30s, like check glass necklace. It's pink, it's beautiful, gold detailing, glass beads, really, really stunning. I like wearing this with something pretty simple, so it can do all of the talking, or I mean, put it on with something that's a lot. I mean, more is more in my world, but that's a really pretty piece. I was excited to find that over at the flea market. Speaking of the flea market, one little ring I'm wearing right now, it's simple, but it's really, really cute, is this little sterling silver snake ring. He's very simple, it doesn't have many details, even the eye, I don't know if it's supposed to be eye holes or what, they're just like tiny little dots, not overly excited, excuse me, but he is so cute and I've really been liking wearing that with mixing all of my rings, of course. Shoes. I found a pair of shoes that I cannot get off my feet at the Goodwill. These were actually made in Brazil genuine leather, but by way of Nordstrom. So I'm assuming they must be at least a decade old, because I don't know if Nordstrom still does stuff like this anymore. Everything's like made in China. But there's adorable woven slingback gold shoes. I even like it with what I'm wearing right now with the gold belt. Throw these on. These are like easy throw on shoes. I've worn them to the beach. I wear these so much that it's a shame I got them at the thrift store because I want another pair. Moving along, another thrift store find. Super into this belt. This is like a weighty one. I don't know what kind of metal is this. It's not labeled sterling. I don't think it is sterling from the smell of it, but it's just a really cool leather belt. I'm totally cool buying leather and fur as long as it is secondhand or vintage. I wouldn't buy anything new with any of those materials. But a really great huge belt buckle that I really enjoy. I do need to add a couple more holes on this so I can wear it as high up as I want to. I did want to save this haul to show you guys a really, really cool 1950s pair of Levi's I got, but they are at the tailor. I just needed a little taken in, and I know I don't like fucking with any vintage clothing, but I love the jeans so much and I know I'll have them forever, so I just want to make sure that they fit just the way I want them to. So this belt would be a really great look with that. Imagine them in your minds, and I'll make sure to include those in a later haul. But the jeans are from a seller that I also love. One of my favorites. It is truly She Is No Other Vintage. And she's so sweet. She has great, great taste as well. Finds the coolest stuff. So I got those Levi's from her, which I am obsessed with. I did also get a dress that I'm gonna show you guys in a later video because I gotta tweak it a little bit as well. But she included this scarf that I love. It is a vintage Florida scarf. It is silk. Really, really cute print on it in orange. I love the shade orange. I love tying this up and wearing it in my hair. I like rolling it up and tying it around my waist. Would look really cute wrapped around a bag handle. I'm just so into this scarf. I love it. It says Florida. I don't even like Florida, but I like Florida sort of memorabilia. So thank you so much for including that in my order. It was so sweet and so well loved. Now, into the clothes. I'm sure that's what you guys are here for. I did already mention the zebra dress, even though I changed my mind and said let's get into accessories really quick. Sorry, had to, got really excited, but let's move along. Another seller that I adore is Slumberland Vintage. I love this apartment complex. So quiet and peaceful. Slumberland Vintage. She was doing a sale where like slightly as is items or just a little bit of a clear out sale. So I got this for a really, really good deal, but her pieces are sick. She posts some really great stuff that just like flies out the door, I feel like. So I have those, I have my tag request on for her all the time, but this one's gonna be hard to show on camera. Obviously I'm gonna try everything on. This is a beautiful silk and lined 1940s kimono. So the sleeves are just crazy. Color is fantastic. The weight to it is just beautiful. Actually, I don't think it's a silk, or maybe like a silk crepe, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. A little bit of a frayed hem up top, but that's nothing that bothers me. Still beautifully wearable, and I like wearing this with just denim shorts, a tank. You throw this on, your gold shoes, that's a wrap. Next piece is not from Instagram. This is from the thrift store, but it had such a good look to it that I had to take it home with me, and it was only $6. This jacket is beautiful. Has like a really awesome mutton sleeve on it, nice tapered waist here, little like wannabe pearl buttons that are really just plastic, whatever. I think I can really give this look a second life if I went ahead and replaced the buttons. So I am looking to do that to quite a few pieces in my wardrobe. Looking to take a sewing class so I can do it properly as well. And I'm looking into like Joann Fabrics or something like that to do so. But the sleeves on this, the beautiful color. I don't get to wear jackets too often, but luckily this one isn't terribly warm. Doesn't have a lot of thickness to it, but a great sleeve, so I had to grab it. Also from the thrift store, if you were in the South Florida area, this is American Thrift. They have a couple locations. I love this little sundress I got. This is by California Concepts, made in Mexico. Nice big zipper down the back, which I like. It's just this really cute orange printed sundress. Looks like just flowers on there in multiple colors, orange gingham, looks really good with my hair, really great for the season. I know we're transitioning into fall, but again, I think this would even look cool like the mutton sleeve jacket. I don't know, I'll have to try that on. I like belting this with a gold chain belt, much like I'm wearing with this outfit right here, but this is a good, versatile, wearable piece, not too short, easy breezy, really, really love it. Next is a piece from Strange Desires, and Strange Desires does post on Instagram, but they do majority of their selling through eBay, which is where I picked up this top. This is a lovely 1920s silk top. It does feature these amazing clear glass buttons along the top. Just look at the sort of darting it has here. It's a simple wearable shirt with just the best details. It's a little bit tighter at the wrist. The sleeves aren't full length, just a little bit of a cinch right there in the back. It's so cute. It looks like some of the thread is black and super, super noticeable, which is interesting. I don't know if that was a correction made later or just something I didn't really care about back when, but either way, it's beautiful and I really, really enjoy wearing this piece. You can really dress it up as well and make it like work appropriate if you're worried about that kind of thing. Another piece from Wide Awake Vintage, of course, she's so good. I got this stunning, I don't even know how I snagged it. We were both talking about how lucky I got with this one because her stuff just flies. 1920s sweater, and it says that it is by the brand Ocanto, and it says knit coats for wearers who know. And she did send me some original ads, which she always sort of includes in her listings, not her listings, but she posts about in her story. She finds like clippings from ads of the time or similar pieces. But look at the sleeves on this bad boy. Has these sick bell sleeves, gorgeous, like amazing corally reddish pink color. Beautiful details, of course, with a lot of 1920s pieces. It's very, very mildly wounded, still super wearable, a little bit of wear under the armpits. No big deal. I am begging for a cold day so that I can wear this because I think it is so beautiful. Nice little tie waist as well if you want to maybe accentuate that a little bit. But I mean, I love this piece. It just makes me happy to look at. Next, this is from a seller. Well, she recently changed her name. When I first bought this from her, it was not her name, but she is now renamed as One Woman Textile Co. And she gets such cool pieces. This is another one I was really excited to snag. This is late 40s, maybe early 50s smock. I do need to soak it because there's a little bit of stains going on, but I've still worn it with the stains, no big deal. I just gotta give her a bath, but it's a smock, so it has pockets all along the front, really cute little detailing along the top. I added this pin on there myself. So it just ties in the back, so you do get that waist accentuation that I'm really a big fan of. And you do also have these beautiful little buttons in the back, which I think are just sweet as can be, but then it's pretty open. So you sort of keep the back secure with that tie, but it's in this really nice pale grayish blue color with the yellow accents. I like wearing this with just good pair of jeans. Once I get my 50s jeans back, I think they will make the cutest pair in the whole wide world. Another dress, and a dress that I cannot believe how white it is due to its age. This is a 1930s dress. This is from a seller I also adore and frequently stock. This is from Spake as a Child Vintage, and she just has the best stuff. So this dress is 1930s, like I said. It is so cute with its little collar. It has a pocket, two front pockets as well. I do believe she posted a lot of history on this that I can't remember above the top of my head, but it is quite a rare piece, and it's just a white wrap dress. So I think this would look so amazing with a colorful sandal. Jewelry would look really good with the bracelet that Michelle threw into my order, the little charm bracelet. There's just so much you can do with this that I'm really, really into it. Excusing the cutaway if it's a little see-through. I, of course, would have to be mindful of wearing something nude underneath, but it's a gorgeous cotton. Oh yeah, and this is the Paul Jones Magic Coat. Trademark, sorry, I love old tags. Trademark, guaranteed fast color, something like that. White, I was a little bit apprehensive of buying, but since it is such a special and unique piece, I wanted to make sure I grabbed it. And I do need more easy dresses in the collection, and this is definitely one of them. Very flattering wrap shape as well. That might even be like late 20s, which is when it was a little bit more of a novelty to have something nipped at the waist. That didn't start happening until a little bit later. Another thrifted item that just had great sleeves that reminded me of like a 40s blouse or something like that. It does have a little bit of shoulder pad action in there, which I'm really quite a fan of now that I've dropped a little bit of weight accidentally, by the way. Didn't mean to lose any weight, just kind of happened. But it is this beautiful blouse. It is 100% silk, which I really enjoy. It has cloth buttons, which I prefer as well to those chintzy plastic ones. Pinstripe, not quite a pinstripe, but just a vertical stripe in the same sort of color. So the only way you notice the pattern is really the iridescence of the piece. And then we have a tighter sleeve with nice billowing sleeves that I really am a fan of. Very, very versatile as well. And finally, I want to share with you something that I also picked up. This is from One Woman Textile Co. This is an antique lace shawl. She said it dates back all the way to the 1800s. It is Turkish, I believe, and the way this thing drapes is just stunning. You're wearing something boring, just throw this on immediately, gives it a little bit of something something. It's like in mint condition. There's like nothing wrong with it. It is just so pretty. I love the detail, and I love adding this to a more simple look to sort of give it a pop. So that is it, you guys. That is my little vintage clothing slash secondhand clothing haul. I have had some luck, that is for sure. All right, you guys, that is it. So that is my little vintage clothing slash secondhand haul. I have been so lucky with the pieces I've received, really working on transforming my closet into a place that I love, investing a little bit more into it indefinitely, and thrifting still, of course, just for some fun pieces, shoes, whatever. But I really have a focus on vintage right now because that is where my heart lies. I like the fabric, I like the silhouettes. I want to have a really nice collection, so I'm working on doing that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. I do want to be talking more about vintage, antiques, secondhand, things like that. If there's anything you have questions about, anywhere you think I should start, let me know. Please do. I mean, you know how excited this stuff gets me. I could talk about it all day long. Maybe some styling videos if you'd be interested in seeing that. I know the vintage community on YouTube is pretty tight-knit, and where it does exist is very much a 40s centric or more like retro pinup-y type of style, which is fantastic. I love it. I watch so much of it, but I think it might be nice. My style is a little bit more eclectic, so it's a little bit of a mix. I am working on maybe sourcing some vintage so I can sell it. I don't know, I'm trying to do that. Or something I'd be really, really interested in doing is selling even just secondhand pieces, but completely curated, thought out. Obviously get the Ashley stamp of approval, because I do have a handle online called Decade Alchemy, which I think is a really cool name, and it would be like the mixing of the decades, of course, so I could do anything from 1900s to 1990s. I mean, I think it might be cool to share with you guys just some curated pieces with an effort just to focus on sustainable fashions and repurposing clothing that I see at the thrift store that I think is so beautiful, but maybe doesn't have a place in my collection, or maybe doesn't fit me, or maybe I just want to pass it along to you because Lord knows I got plenty of clothes in my closet. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please check out all the sellers I mentioned. They are so amazing and are constantly posting an influx of not only inspiration, but gorgeous pieces for you to purchase, own, wear, and adore. So please do so. I'll have makeup I'm wearing on my face listed down below in case you guys are curious. And again, let me know more of what you want to see along the lines of this topic, because I'm really excited about it these days. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch me on Instagram in the meantime, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!